Delta Cast Soft is a semi-rigid polyester cast tape for the functional immobilization in the treatment of fractures and soft tissue injuries when limited movement is allowed. For indications where immobilization or stabilization of the metacarpals is required. For example, distal fractures of radius and ulna. Define position of limb before start of application. Wrist in slight dorsal flexion, a neutral ulnar radial deviation or slight supination. Due to the semi-rigid properties of the Delta Cast Soft, only minimal padding with a thin stockinette is required and allows a snug fit. Choose appropriate width of Delta Net stockinette that doesn't constrict the patient's hand and wrist. Measure the length from wrist to the distal end of the fingers and cut desired length. Measure where to place the thumb hole and make a little cut with scissors. Roll the stockinette over hand and wrist and remove all wrinkles and creases. Measure the length of the ring finger with the stockinette, double and cut. Make a lengthways cut and apply stockinette over ring and small finger. If the patient has prominent bony areas, extra padding may be required. Put on protective gloves before applying cast tape. To prepare an optional reinforcement strip with a rigid cast tape, measure the length from wrist to the top of the ring finger layer twice, cut and then put aside. If stronger reinforcement is required, increase the number of layers. Select appropriate width of cast tape depending on the size of the limb. Activate Delta Cast Soft, squeezing it once within and once gently out of the water to drain any surplus liquid out of the bandage. Start applying synthetic cast tape at the wrist. Make a cut at the thumb to easily pass once through the web space. Make sure to catch ends below the thumb when going around the wrist. Move towards proximal end of the ring and small finger, making a cut to pass through the web space between middle and ring finger. Continue wrapping around fingers and then back down towards the wrist. Place the activated reinforcing strip at palmar side against the fingers. Lock it down with cast tape starting at the wrist, going distally. Move towards proximal end of the ring and small finger, making a cut to pass between middle and ring finger. Make sure to catch ends below. Move back towards the palm, apply with 50% overlap, and cut. Cut pieces of adhesive hook strap and place them onto the cast tape. For good lamination of adhesive hook to cast tape, wrap elastic bandage around the cast using slight tension. Mold cast with the palm of your hands and check the desired range of motion and any points that may cause irritation or pressure points. Keep the bandage in the limb position for around 5 minutes until the cast and the reinforcement strip is set, then remove the bandage. Use a marker to draw desired cut lines on the cast. Cut along the main cut line and remove the cast. Trim borders of cast for a good fit. Place boxer cast on patient and conduct fit tests for patient comfort to see if more trimming is required, and check for allowed motion. Take cast off again and apply fleece edger on the distal and proximal cast ends to get soft edges for a comfortable fit. To avoid the skin getting pinched on the long cutting edge, apply an adhesive fleece edger. Place cast on hand and attach stretch loop to secure the cast. Delta Cast Soft by BSM Medical.